boys and girls. Welcome to the Kids Club. This week I thought we should visit my friend Emily. She has seemed sad lately, so I thought I could see her if I could cheer her up. Look, here she comes now.
Hi, Jackson.
Hi, Emily. It's good to see you today. I noticed you were a little sad this week, and I wanted to see if I could help cheer you up any.
I don't know, Jackson. There isn't much anyone can do for me.
Well, I would like to give it a shot. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Okay. Earlier this week, I was talking with my mom about my pet dog, Skipper.
Oh man, Skipper, he's the best dog. I can't imagine coming over to your house when he isn't there.
Yeah, I couldn't either. But earlier this week, my dog ran out in front of a car backing up and got pretty hurt. When we took him to the vet, we were told that he may be okay in a couple of days, but there was no way to tell.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Uh, do you want me to cheer you up when you're super sad or nervous about an outcome?
Sure. What?
I always talk to God in prayer. I ask Him for help with everything, and it makes me calmer. Can I pray with you right now about Skipper?
I have tried praying before, and so far God hasn't answered my prayers. I have asked Him for a lot of things.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that God hasn't been answering your prayers. What have you been asking for?
Well, I asked Him for a new bike, and I never got one. And I asked Him to let my best friend stay in my school, but she still moved away. It seems like my prayers don't reach God.
Well, I know that's not true. Every word that we say to God makes it there. He just doesn't always answer them the way that we expect Him to.
It would be really nice if He did, though, just so I know He hears me.
God always gives us what He knows is best for us. Have you ever heard of the missionary Amy Carmichael?
I don't think that I have.
Amy Carmichael is best known for serving the Lord in India. She was the founder of an orphanage for young girls.
That's very cool. But how does her story apply to my situation?
When Amy Carmichael was born, she had the most beautiful brown eyes. Amy's favorite color of eyes was blue, and she prayed and prayed for God to give her blue eyes.
That seems like a silly prayer.
Yeah, I know, it sure does. But to a little girl who was taught that asking God something would make it happen, it seemed like an easy fix for God.
So God changed her eye color?
Nope. He chose to have her keep her eye color.
Now I see why this story is like mine.
Well, kind of. But Amy didn't allow the unanswered prayer to keep her from trusting God to answer her prayers. She drew close to God and went to the mission field. And remember how I told you God knows what will happen in our lives before we do?
Yeah?
Well, Amy became a missionary to India, and she got a heart for helping young girls to have a home when their parents didn't want them.
That's amazing. But how did the blue eyes help her do that?
Well, the girls that Amy saved were given over to the Hindu temples as gifts to serve the Hindu gods. And Amy decided that she wanted to rescue them from this horrible future. She learned that in order to get close to the temple, she had to look like one of the Indian women. So Amy learned how to disguise herself as an Indian woman. And you know what helped her the most?
I'm not sure.
Her eye color. And you know what? Amy was able to save many, many children from the temple because she learned to use the feature she liked the least for something to serve God.
Oh, wow. So all those things that I've been wanting to happen a certain way really happen the way God needed them to. And that is what makes it best.
Exactly, Emily. And you know what? Many people in the Bible had the exact same feeling that you have too, and they all learned that trusting in God to know what was best is the best plan for us to follow.
Who is someone in the Bible that I can study to tell me more about praying?
Well, one day Jesus came across a Canaanite woman that had a prayer request.
What did she ask Jesus for?
Well, her daughter was acting very strange because the devil had messed up her life.
And what did Jesus do?
Well, nothing. At first, he didn't even say a word. And to make matters worse, his disciples asked Jesus to tell the woman to go away.
That wasn't very nice of them.
I know. And finally, Jesus said that he had only come to answer the prayers of the Jews, and she was not Jewish. She continued to beg Jesus and worshiped him.
Why did Jesus say that?
Well, because he was testing her faith to see if she would keep on praying. He said it wasn't right to take food away from the children and to give it to dogs.
Was he calling her a dog?
No, he was just making an illustration. Then the woman said, well, don't the dogs even eat the crumbs that fall from the table?
That was a good response.
It certainly was. It showed that she had great faith, and Jesus honored her by healing her daughter that day. Jesus said she had great faith because she kept on praying and never gave up.
So what you're saying is that I should never give up on what I've been praying for?
That's right.
Thank you for sharing these stories with me, Jackson. I'm going to go home and try praying for my doggie.
I'll be praying for him too. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, boys and girls, never be shy about talking to God about the problems you have in your life. If you truly trust him to fix your problems in his timing and in his way, you will be able to trust him no matter what the outcome is. Just keep on praying and never give up. I hope you guys have a great week. Goodbye.